In 1931, deep within the mountains of West Virginia, there was a tiny forgotten town called Black Hollow. It was so small that most maps of America didn't even show its name. Thick forests surrounded the town from every side. Old wooden houses stood along muddy roads, and an eerie silence always hung over the mountains. But Black Hollow was feared for one reason above all else: its history. Long before the town existed, the area was home to a massive coal mine built during the late 1800s. Hundreds of miners worked deep beneath the mountains every day. Then one winter night, the mine collapsed without warning. More than 300 workers were buried alive underground. Rescue teams tried for weeks to reach them, but the tunnels were too unstable. Eventually, the government sealed the mine forever. But the people living nearby believed the dead miners never truly left. Old residents claimed that on quiet nights, faint hammering sounds could still be heard beneath the ground, as if someone was still digging in the darkness. For decades, Black Hollow remained peaceful. Then, during the winter of 1931, everything changed. One freezing night, a strange black fog rolled down from the mountains and covered the entire town. It wasn't normal fog. It was darker than smoke, and so thick people couldn't even see their own hands in front of their faces. That same night, 5 people disappeared. No blood was found. No bodies were ever discovered. Only long black drag marks remained outside their homes, as though something enormous had pulled them away into the darkness. The next morning, the church bells began ringing by themselves. After that night, Black Hollow was never the same again. People started seeing things. Some claimed they saw glowing red eyes staring from deep within the forest. Others swore a tall shadow-like figure stood outside their bedroom windows late at night. Children woke up screaming, saying someone whispered to them from beneath their beds. At exactly midnight, people often heard slow knocking on their doors. 3 knocks. Always 3. But whenever someone opened the door, nobody was there. Only wet footprints remained on the ground. And those footprints did not look human. Fear spread through the town like a disease. Families stopped leaving their homes after sunset. Shops closed early. Even the local sheriff refused to patrol near the old mine at night. There was one old man in town named Elias Grant. He had worked inside the mine years before the collapse happened. Most people believed he had gone insane after surviving the disaster. Before his death, Elias told the town something horrifying. He said, "We didn't dig into coal down there. We dug into something alive." Nobody believed him. Then came December 18th, 1931, the night America forgot. A violent snowstorm hit Black Hollow. Power lines failed, leaving the entire town trapped in darkness. The wind howled through the mountains while heavy snow buried the roads. Then suddenly, a sound echoed beneath the town. Not thunder, not an earthquake. It sounded like thousands of people screaming underground at the same time. Lights inside homes began flickering on and off. Dogs barked wildly before going completely silent. Parents held their children close while strange whispers echoed through the walls. Some children cried and claimed they heard voices beneath the floorboards saying, "Let us out." By sunrise, 27 people had vanished. Entire families disappeared from locked homes without explanation. The United States government quickly arrived and sealed off Black Hollow. Soldiers surrounded the area while newspapers claimed poisonous gas from the old mine had caused hallucinations and deaths. But the truth was far worse. Years later, a classified government diary was discovered. According to the diary, soldiers entered the collapsed mine searching for survivors. Deep underground, they found a massive hidden tunnel that did not appear on any mining map. The walls were covered with gigantic handprints pressed into the rock. At the end of the tunnel stood an ancient wooden door chained shut with rusted iron. Written across the door in dried blood were the words, "Do not open." The soldiers opened it anyway. What happened next was never officially recorded. The only known fact is that all 43 soldiers who entered the tunnel disappeared forever. The following morning, the military used explosives to destroy the entire mine. Soon after, Black Hollow itself was abandoned. Its name slowly disappeared from maps, history books, and official American records. But the story never truly ended. Even today, some people in West Virginia claim that during harsh winter nights, a strange black fog still appears between the mountains. And if someone walks into that fog, they begin hearing voices beneath the ground. Broken voices, painful voices, whispering from the darkness. The door has opened again. In 2019, 4 American YouTubers traveled into the mountains searching for the lost town of Black Hollow. Their video showed abandoned roads, collapsed wooden buildings, and an old rusted metal sign half buried in snow. The sign read, "Black Hollow Mining Area, Restricted." In the final 10 seconds of the video, the camera briefly captured a tall black figure standing motionless inside the fog. Its eyes were completely white. The video went viral across the internet. 2 days later, the channel suddenly disappeared, and the 4 YouTubers were never seen again. To this day, many Americans believe Black Hollow was never just a cursed mining town. They believe something ancient still lives beneath those mountains, waiting in the darkness. And whenever the black fog returns, someone always disappears.